Portal season is here, man. Yes, sir, man. The transfer portal officially opens on Wednesday, and we got a star that just hit the portal. See what y'all want at home, but Jeremy Hecklinski is that dude. All right, he just hit the portal from Wake Forest. Very interesting. So much turnover, obviously, with Wake Forest and the coaching staff and things like that. 100% get it. 4 years of eligibility left. All Jeremy needs, bro, he just needs to go to the right program. Comes from a great family, great dad, great mom. Yo, all he needs is the right spot. I'm going to give y'all one, too, here in just a second. Real quick, let's go through his accomplishments. 2023 Max Preps Georgia Player of the Year, Max Preps National Player of the Year finalist, Adidas All-American, led Walton to a 14-1 record, state championship game. I always said he was a superstar when he was with the Raiders, man, got them boys all the way there. I first seen him when he was in the Corky Kell Dave Hunter Classic when he went up against Mill Creek, and he was going up against Caleb Downs. Yes, the guy that plays at Ohio State, and they was lighting up their defense. Crazy game, came down as a game winner. Hayden Clark to Mikael Wood, I believe it was at the time. Mill Creek wins, but Jeremy went off for like 400 yards. Mind you, that team ended up winning the state championship. So that's how good Jeremy is. And I think without a concussion, potentially, I know it's been different things about that, obviously, in the state championship game. But I think without him getting hit in the head in the championship game, they likely win and win the first state championship in Walton Raiders history under coach Daniel Bruner. Phenomenal quarterback, man. I've enjoyed watching him over the years. I've interviewed him so many times on my channel. Great kid, great guy, man. So let's talk about that landing spot. All right. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. A really good landing spot, y'all call me crazy, Tennessee, right? And the reason I say that, you probably ain't gonna have to give Jeremy no bag because Jeremy's a smart kid, man. Whole bunch of potential. He's smart, obviously, in the classroom. This man might go for a couple mil a year. You know what I'm saying? And he's like a no-nonsense. He really galvanizes a locker room. You know what I'm saying? He's always putting his best foot forward. Him in Tennessee, it just makes sense. You obviously got Jake Merklinger, who's a redshirt last year. You obviously have George McIntyre. But who's to say they're ready? Why not go get a guy in Jeremy and see what he can do for your program? You're going to have the receiving core, obviously. You got the five-star tackle in David Sanders. You obviously got Travis Smith Jr. You got a couple guys coming back. Mike Matthews should have a big-time year for the Volunteers. And then you get the last missing piece with Jeremy Hecklinski. Oh, my Lord. Tennessee, they might end up being a contender in the SEC if they make that move. Now, again, that is a hypothetical. That's just my thoughts. North Carolina, I think, will be another fit. They would not have to pay a bag to get Jeremy as well. You know what I'm saying? That's still in the same state of North Carolina. Obviously, Wake Forest is in another part. But that would be another really good landing spot. Get coached by Coach Belichick. We see what he's done with quarterbacks over the course of his career. I know what you're gonna say, well, what did he didn't do well with Mac Jones? Yeah, but look at look what he did with the GOAT. Greatest all time with Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? You keep telling me with Coach Bill Belichick and Jeremy Hecklinski as his quarterback, they couldn't do some things in the ACC? Come on, bro. That would be another landing spot, I think, potentially for Jeremy. That would be just something special on the horizon. You also got UCLA that you can throw out there in USC. I doubt he goes out west, though, humbly. But, yeah, I doubt he goes out west, to be honest with y'all. Just, obviously, I just think he wants to stay home. I don't have any insider information on that. I just think he wants to stay home. But those are options as well. Tulane, but I don't see Tulane in my humble opinion. Those seem like some of the best bets. If I was him, I would go to, you know what I'm saying, potentially. And he's more than capable of doing that, man. So that's my thoughts. That's my reaction, man. Jeremy Hecklinski hit the portal. A kid I know really well in high school, man. A dog, always has been, always will be, man. Can't wait to see just a reflection in his career and just what he's going to be able to do in college football. All he needs is the right system, right place to go. You know what I'm saying? He could thrive anywhere, but just the right coaching staff that's going to be there for a while. Y'all going to see Jeremy start cooking. Watch. And depending on the spot he lands, we're going to react when he lands. Depending on that spot, dynamite. You know what I'm saying? He could be like, oh, who's this guy Jeremy that came out of nowhere? That's the kind of potential he has.